What about you? Spring's just round the corner, start of February. It's time to wake the lawn up and get it ready for spring. Let's go. The biggest problem I have in my lawn is this clematis behind me. Due to the height of it and where the sun is, this area of the lawn never gets any winter sun at all. Another problem I have, I always ignore the edges, so we're going to have to get these sorted out as well. You can have a look, that's well overgrown. We have a sleeper that's nearly broke, but the edges look really untidy. To get this edge a bit tidier, we're going to use a powered edger. Now, if you don't have one of these tools, you can just use a normal edging iron or a spade. I'm going to leave a link to a video where I covered this in more detail this time last year. So let's get on with that now. Whenever you have a nice slivered edge, you can follow the line lovely and get a reasonably straight line without too much effort. However, I'm going to show you on up the top here where the sleepers are very tired and they're more or less disintegrated. There's not very much of them left. So you can see we have this area, we'll have a bit of a slipper here, and then there's not much there at all. You can see this every time I do this, we'll lose a bit more of the slipper. To use the strimmer around the lawn and the edger, I know some of you will ask what's the battery life like. So on the big 12, we have 2 bars left, and that was with the strimmer and the edger. So now we've got it edged off, we'll have the fun bit. Edge is done, first cut of the year, happy days. Really looking forward to getting the lawnmower out and getting the first cut in. Let's do that now. I'm just going to cut the lawn in 2 halves. This is going to speed it up for me. It's firm enough underfoot that I think I'm going to be able to get the cylinder more out after I get this cut. And if you're wondering why these are up here, I'm not trying to look like Mickey Mouse. I put them up here so that I don't lose them. I have the grass cut, pretty happy with that. I'm going to show you a couple of ways to get rid of worm casts. Number one, we've got the brush. You can just brush them out of the way. I prefer this here. It's a greenkeeper switch. Now I know a lot of people will be saying, why didn't you do this before you cut the grass with the ordinary mower? The battery lawnmower with the 4 wheels isn't going to flatten down the worm cast the same way as the roller mower will. So using the switch, the greenkeeper switch, is hard on long grass. So the grass needs to be a bit shorter for this thing here to work. Otherwise it's really, really hard work. Looking forward to getting the cylinder mower out. Now I have set it to its highest setting, which is about 26 mil or thereabouts. With an old machine like that, it's not always going to be 100% accurate, especially at those higher heights. First time this has been started in months. Let's see what we're like. Oh, first pull, second pull, choke off, up. I'm going to show you a wee trick that will really save the edge of your lawn anytime you're cutting autumn, winter and start of the spring, if you always have to turn in one area. So even whenever I have a look here, you can see some of my turning lines from the battery lawnmower. So I'm going to show you a way to stop that. So I went to my local hardware store and I picked up these boards for the grand total of £2 each. I just went into a hardware store and asked them for a couple of cut-offs, and these are just chipboard, and this is what we're going to use. There's a very light stripe there you can see, so just at the top of this stripe, the top of that dark stripe where I'm going to be coming up, I'm going to put this board. And at the bottom of my next stripe, sort of this side here, I'm going to put my next board in, so whenever I come down, I'm going to be turning on that. So I have my board up the top, this board down here. So I've got the lawn all cut. It doesn't look too bad, just to show you how much grass is in this. Not too much grass. These boards, as I say, these boards cost about £2 each from my local hardware store. Just go in and ask for cut-offs, dead easy. There we go, lawn cut. Now before I get on to the next task that I have to do, I just want to touch on something a lot of people have been asking me about scarfing. Should you scarify in the winter? My answer would be no. Now I could jump in the van tomorrow and do 100 miles an hour. I wouldn't, because there's a good chance I'd wreck something. Just because it's there and I can, doesn't mean to say that you should. I don't think you should do any scarfing until the grass is actively growing. Now I know at the minute it's 8 degrees, I'm actually standing here in a t-shirt, so it's not that cold, but it's not that warm either, so just hold off. My next task, I'm going to put some seaweed on the lawn. Now unfortunately it's starting to rain, so I'm going to have to be really quick here. So let's do that now. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, watch this video next, and I'll see you over there now.